Hello, Mastermind Gaming Community, and in today's video we are going to be looking at another custom game in Age of Mythology called Horde Onslaught. Now this is in the Steam Workshop, and I will post a link down in the description down below if you want to check it out for yourself. However, this can actually be played with multiple people. This can be played with AI. It's kind of really up to you and how you actually want to play it. Now, basically, all you're going to want to do is if you're playing it by yourself is just making sure that whoever the last player is, that's going to be the person who's going to be controlling. Team 2 is going to be controlling the waves of enemies that are going to be coming. So you just want to make sure that you are able to situate that. If you want an actual player to play the enemy, they can actually do that as well. Basically, you're just going to try to survive for as long as you can. The very first enemy wave does come at the 4-minute mark, so it comes very quickly, so you do have to get your defenses up going. Basically, everyone's going to start in the middle of the map, and that's where the enemies are going to spawn as well. And then you actually have to just figure out where your town center is going to be, and you just get your resources and try to wall up and try to hold out for as long as you can as the enemies keep getting stronger and stronger as time goes on. The only thing I do recommend is that you do have the visibility set to revealed, so that way you can actually see the map, just kind of see the layout of it, and that way you kind of know where you kind of want to go, so you don't have to you have to use the fog of war to try to figure out where you want to actually go. Some people like to have it on, but I think for something like this, especially with how fast they do attack, that it is recommended that you do play with revealed on. I just kind of played it just for a little bit to kind of understand the basics. Didn't make it very far, just kind of wanted to just try it out and make sure I can understand it a little bit. And if the computer decides to want to resign, all you have to do is just make sure you hit no, and he will continue playing. So it's just one of those things to make sure that you take note of. So we'll be going into it here, and there's a little cinematic that I'll let you guys enjoy right now to kind of explain how to play this game as well.
Your task is a simple one.
Protect the villagers.
There are too many. We cannot fight against them here.
A settlement. We can build our base in this area.
Build behind the cliffs. That area is more easily defended.
You might want to protect your villagers with an improved tower.
We can use the resources and fortifications there to defend ourselves. Look, relics.
Well, no sense in wasting time. Let's get to work.
So as you can see here, you do start in the middle of the map, and this is where the horde is going to spawn as well. So you're just going to want to make sure that you figure out where you want to go. I'm just going to go ahead and choose this bottom part down here. I was going to go ahead and use this earlier. Didn't really work out too well for me, but there's a lot of places for you to choose. You just want to find a town center so that way you can start building your villagers, start getting your economy going, because the enemy does come in the next 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So you don't really want to build out here, at least not right away, because you are pretty exposed right here. And if you do lose your villager, you will lose the game. So it is important to make sure that this main villager here, this hero villager, does stay safe. We're going to go and walk through the woods right here. There's a little opening right here as well. It's kind of hard to defend this area, I think, as well, just because there is so many forests and there's gaps and stuff in the forest. You can't really build walls, per se. But I'm going to go ahead and try to defend it with the best of my ability. So I'm going to go ahead and spam out some of these guys here just to try to get some hunt going. I want to try to get as much food as I can so I can advance. I'm going to go ahead and build a temple. We're going to make sure we can get to the next age as quickly as possible because, I mean, then the enemy is coming in 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So we got to make sure we can get at least a basic army coming here because we're going to get overwhelmed if we don't. Alright, so we're starting off the hunt. And this citizen here, he actually gathers at a pretty extreme rate compared to everyone else. So whatever resource you put him on, he's going to be able to really help that resource out quite a bit more compared to just like your regular kind of gatherers or whoever you're using for your god. Alright, so we got that built. Now we're just going to go ahead and wait. I'm going to get that last one built, and we're going to go ahead and do the healing spring, I think. We could do forest fire to burn right that forest over there, but kind of think I'm going to need the resources to try to last for as long as I can, so I don't really want to burn it, but it would be a good idea to burn this so that way you can actually build a wall like a bit easier to kind of wall it off. But I think the healing spring will be better in the long term because I can actually just keep my units being healed. I can place it maybe right here, kind of keep them healed up.
Make sure these passes are walled off.
All right, and we got the horde coming here in the next minute and 50 seconds now. So they are coming pretty quick.
So
So we got that going. I'm going to go ahead and throw this guy on wood just to go ahead and get some wood going because we don't have very much of that. And let's just go ahead and build 5 more. We get 2 ox carts. There we go. We get 2 ox carts as well. 1 for wood, 1 for food. All right. So let's see here. We are getting close, about 75% of the way to the classical age. Go ahead and find out where my elf sark is. I guess we can just go ahead and build an armory as well, just so that way we can go ahead and get it ready. Alright, we do have a troll now. I'm going to go ahead and put him up there. And then I'm going to go ahead and get some walls going. Want to make sure that we're actually staying safe. And I think if I wall off this area here, it's going to actually cause the AI to come through the forest. Just because that's kind of how the AI works. So there's a wall in the way. They're not really going to attack it. They're just going to choose whatever route's the easiest. So I think if I can just try to defend the forest here, I think that the forest itself is actually going to cause a kind of a choke. So that way if they do get a lot of enemies coming in later, that it will actually cause them to kind of choke up. Like they won't be able to just send the whole mass of them all at once. It'll have to be kind of a little bit more, whatever you want to call it. They can only come in with like single file lines essentially instead of them coming in mass. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and build some gates, make sure our people can get in and out pretty easy. And I'm gonna put the troll down this way. Get the 2 ox carts coming in, which is great.
Here they come.
Okay, they are coming. Do have a couple more things we can hunt. But we are for sure gonna need some farms coming up here soon. I'm just gonna go ahead and station those guys over there. Just go ahead and get a farm going.
Something.
I guess we can go ahead and get some upgrades going here as well. I think that just getting every single upgrade, go ahead and get it out of the way so I don't have to think about it later is kind of a good idea. Just build some more Hershers. Might build some Ulf Sarks out of the town center. I do have to make sure that I keep the citizen safe. He does have quite a few health, which is nice, but I mean he will eventually lose that health if he gets attacked too much, obviously. And for some reason on this map, they give you this boulder wall here, I guess to distract some of the AI from the very get-go. I didn't really make it that far, so I don't really know what happens if you lose the boulder wall per se. But it's one of those things that it's just kind of random that that boulder wall's there. Like I said, it might just be to distract the AI here for this first couple waves or something. I'm not really exactly sure. But it doesn't distract all of them. Like these guys here, these shades that are attacking it, and those aren't the only enemies that are going to be coming at me. There are going to be a couple more. I think it might just be kind of a distraction thing for at least a little bit to kind of help you build up your defenses. I'm not really sure about that. Overall, though, I think this is a pretty fun little thing. Just try to see how long you can survive kind of thing. I always think these maps are kind of fun to try out. And it does seem pretty well designed. I mean, they even had cinematics, and they had like nice little descriptions. And then up here, you can actually upgrade your stuff. So it costs gold, and it tells you right here in the top right corner how much that gold, how much the upgrades cost. So you can just click on one, and it'll tell you like this one right here, you get more hit points for your buildings, and it costs 250. So if you walk over to it, it'll cost 250 gold, and then after that, you will bump up 500. So I just spent 500 gold and got 1,000 more on my towers. And it looks like someone just attacked my village here because my Hershers didn't move. We're going to go ahead and build 2 towers here. Just build another one back there. We're going to want to get those upgrades going here soon. We do need more gold. Our 2 dwarves just can't keep up, it seems like. Alright, let's go ahead and throw our good villager on the gold as well. And we'll start spamming out some of these dwarves as well. Alright, let's get these guys going here too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so they are in here.
Samþykkt. Já, ég vil. Satt. Timbursveit.
Já, ég vil.
Let's go and get the tower upgrade as well. Make sure our towers can actually attack. It's pretty important, I think. You can see our towers already have 1500 HP, and that's because we just got those 2 upgrades there. And you can see there's other upgrades as well, like this one right here, lets your walls be stronger. This one right here increases the ranged attack of a building. So it's just one of those things. Alright, they are in here. We did get our towers built, which is good, I think. It will help out quite a bit. We do almost have enough to advance to the next age.
Já, já.
Skipan?
Just go and
Something.
get some more farms built here.
Já. Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Já.
I think I'm going to go ahead and build 2 barracks as well. Just go ahead and get some military going.
Já.
Alright, they are attacking. Pretty decent sized army right there too. I'm actually going to convert these guys into Hershers so that way we can actually fight back. And then we'll just work on getting some more villagers back on there later.
Já. Tilbúin. Skip something.
Hver það? Ég vil.
Alright, let's go ahead and get the upgrades for the All-Stars. Let's just get a couple All-Stars out. I think that'll be a good idea. Alright, and then like I said right there, all you gotta do is just hit no on the surrender, and they'll still come. They're gonna still be attacking. I think it's just kind of one of those things that the AI isn't, since the AI is playing these, they don't really have a town center, they don't have villagers, so they're just going to try to surrender, but you don't actually have to let them surrender, and if you don't let them surrender, then that's completely fine, they'll keep coming. Alright, let's just get a couple more villagers back so we can get some more wood going again. And I think once we get those villagers out, we're going to switch a couple of them over to the farms as well.
Hver þar? Tilbúin. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Skip. Já. Já. Tilbúin. Ég vil.
Alright.
Skipan. Skipan.
Kind of think that we should... Okay, so it seems like they're coming just right through there pretty often.
Skipan.
The only thing I'm a little bit worried about at the moment is gold. It doesn't seem like we have too much gold. We only have these 2 gold mines, and this 1 gold mine is pretty much gone already.
Tilbúin. Satt. Hver þar? Something.
Hver það? Já. Já. Samþykkt.
So only having those 2 gold mines, I think, might be a little bit of a bottleneck later on. Luckily, we do have quite a bit of gold still, so I don't think it's too much of an issue just quite yet, but I do think that might be an issue later for sure. We'll have to kind of see and find out, though.
Tilbúin. Satt.
Alright, get that going.
Tilbúin.
I think if we're gonna go over here and just get this town center going too, so we can get more villagers out.
Já.
I always need more villagers for an economy.
Skipan.
I'm gonna go ahead and place my healing spring down here, I think. And just let my people get healed up after every fight. I think it'll be pretty beneficial for sure.
Tilbúin.
He's saying I prey upon the weak, but I don't think so. I think he's going to be the strong one for sure. I think just trying to make sure my people fight around this healing spring will be pretty beneficial for me. Get some more trolls, might as well.
Tilbúin. Tilbúin. Satt. Hver það? Ég vil.
I'm gonna need more wood. Just feel like we need a lot of everything right now. This gold mine's absolutely getting ate alive. If I can advance and go ahead and get to like the Mythic Age and throw down this Dwarven gold mine, I think that'll be really beneficial as well. I think in addition to all this, I'm going to be placing some towers just randomly throughout the forest. I think that'll really help with just kind of defending it. They do have mummies, so that's interesting. Looks like I've maxed out my limit for my Hershers. I think the Hershers will be pretty good at taking out those myth units though. Just try to get everybody grouped back over by the healing spring, get healed up for the next fight. And they're already coming again.
Skipan? Something. Satt.
Tilbúin. Satt. Ég vil. Já, satt. Já.
Hver þar? Samþykkt.
Alright. Let's just keep that healing spring a working. Keep drinking that water, boys. We got this. Alright, we can upgrade to the Heroic Age, which I think will be good. Let's see here. What do I want to actually get, though? Just go ahead and get this. I think having those Ulfsarks, being able to get them more upgraded, will be pretty beneficial.
Samþykkt. Ég vil. Timbursveit skipan. Já.
Já? Timbursveit, timbursveit.
I don't like the looks of this. Stay alert, man.
Heroes and main villagers now can regenerate HP, and a horde boss has spawned. Okay, what's a horde boss, though? That's the real question. Guess we're getting ready to find out, though. Maybe a little bit before it gets down here, I think, but... let's just go ahead and get as many upgrades and things as I can. Hopefully we can get another upgrade going here for our towers as well. Gonna go ahead and get as many upgrades as I can for defense as well. Just try to pull them all back. Alright, got those going. We can build hill forts now, which is pretty good. I think building at least one of those hill forts. Is that the boss right here? Probably the mountain giant. I'm gonna guess it is the boss. I think it's important that we try to just get this forest down, so that way I can actually build more things. I'm gonna get pretty cramped here pretty soon. We are out of gold, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna go ahead and use this gold mine just to make sure we can get some more gold coming in. Get all the upgrades for economy. Go ahead and get some upgrades there. I'm just gonna try to spam out a couple more units here. Alright, this should be a pretty decent... Wait, where did they come from?
Já?
Já.
Hver þar? Hver þar? Ég vil.
Alright, that's fine. We're just gonna go ahead and attack them right there. 2, 3, 4, 5 farms. just go ahead and build 2 towers here just to be safe. I don't know if they came through there or where they came through actually. Alright, just keep pushing them out. Gotta keep these people coming. Let's go ahead and work on some more upgrades. Just need more food, which is pretty insane to even think about because of how much food we actually have going. Let's just go ahead and send these guys up to here. Difficulty level 4. I'm not exactly sure what the difficulty is about. This actually increases the fortress attack, so I think that's probably a pretty good upgrade to get. Let's see, buildings more resistant to siege weapons, increases villager hit points. I guess we'll pick that up just to be safe. 750 more health, that's pretty good. So let's just go ahead and see what he's sitting at. He's sitting at 2,700 health now, which is really good. Alright, looks like we're getting overrun here. Not sure what's happening. Let's just go ahead and make these all Ulf Sarks. Let's just go ahead and get some more barracks built. Well, this is not good. They're already in our base. I'm trying to max out my Hershers here. It looks like we're getting just overpowered by these mummies. They're just spawning so many minions. Yeah, now they took over a healing spring, which is just not good. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. I don't think we're making it out of this one.
Ja?
Skip hann. Ég vil. Satt.
Fyrir það, já. Yuji.
If we do manage to hold these off, I will be absolutely amazed.
Skip hann.
I don't like the looks of this. Stay alert, man.
You and me both, bud. You and me both. We're pretty much out of resources at this point. It looks like we're getting overrun. There's just so many mummies. It's absolutely unreal. So overall, this mod does seem like it'll be a lot of fun to play with some friends and things. It just seems like it's very difficult. Like, let's just go ahead and just return to the game here and just see how many mummies they have. Like, they have so many myth units, and they had so many up here still. Maybe if you do it with more than just one person, maybe if you do it as a team, you'd be able to do it a little bit easier. Maybe if you just choose a different spot than I chose. I would recommend giving this mod out a try, though. I mean, it does function. I mean, it's not like it's a non-functioning mod, so it is very, very well functioning. I do think there's a little bit of balancing tweaks that might need to happen just if you are playing by yourself. However, I do think that it overall can be a really fun mod, especially with friends, just trying to see how long you guys can all hold out against a just a mob of enemies that just keep coming. So if you guys would like to check out more videos like this, I do have some more videos coming up soon, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss those. And if you do have any suggestions or any kind of map suggestions that you'd like for me to try, just go ahead and leave them down in the comment section down below. I'd love to be able to try them out and test them out for you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.